What's up, folks? It is your man Jackgil Podcast Show. How you doing tonight? Tonight I will be talking about my favorite NFL team, the Dallas Cowboys. So, without further ado, I would just like to see what's going on and what you guys think about it, and how you guys think about it, and what is your prediction of the score. I know mine. I just want to know what is your score prediction, and let's talk about it. What's up, folks? It's your man Jack Gill Podcast Show. Hey, man, the Dallas Cowboys are on a hot streak. We have played well the last 3 or 4 games. I think we are 3-1 in our last four. Dak Prescott, QB1, has been on fire, along with his running mate, Cee Dee Lamb. Who says Cee Dee Lamb isn't the number one? Well, the 3 and 4 letter networks say he's not, and the reason why, because he doesn't play outside the numbers, and those are the things that's for you guys at that level, right? You want to call yourself a number one, that's because you play outside the numbers and the things that you can do. Who cares? As a Cowboy fan, a DC4L, the only thing that I care about is the Dallas Cowboys winning. They can win the game 10-9. I'm good with it. They can win the game 6-3. I'm good with it. And as a diehard fan, we all should be wanting that. Not the gaudy numbers that we were putting up now in fantasy football and all these different things. And social media has expanded globally, and everybody's thinking that if you got to have this number and that number and all these different prize picks and all these different kind of platforms you can go on and bet money on a guy having 300, 400 yards, whatever it is, that you win money. That's fine. That's cool. But as an old school guy, an old school Cowboy fan since 1972, I can care less. All I want to see is the Dallas Cowboys win a football game on whatever day it is, whether it be Sunday, Monday, or some Saturdays or Thursday games. As long as they win that football game, I'm good with it. I just want for everybody to understand we are playing the Carolina Panthers, a 1-8 team. And this team is not 1-8. Actually, I mean, if you look at them, how they actually been in most of the games they played in, right? Some games it wasn't close, but the majority of them, they played pretty well. Unfortunately, they have a rookie quarterback, and he's still learning on the fly. And that's what you get. Some teams are better equipped with rookie quarterbacks, a la the Houston Texans. I think C.J. Strauss is putting up godly numbers. He was that way at University of Ohio State, right? At Ohio State University. He was actually standing tall in the pocket then. I love them coming out of college then. Bryce Young's a different story. He's played at Alabama. Of course, everybody's open in Alabama, right? He's playing with 4 and 5, maybe even 6 stars. Who knows? Those receivers are just that much more talented than the competition that they were playing. So yes, everybody was open at Alabama, but that's either here or there. To Sunday at high noon, we'll get a chance to see Bryce Young. Most of my studying of him, that he loves to, if he misses his first read, he likes to take off running. So, and as a Dallas Cowboy fan, how we are subject to the running quarterback having a great day. So we have to be prepared for the running quarterback not to go out of his boundary and becoming that superstar against the Dallas Cowboys. Because our history tells us when we play these kind of players, we let everybody become superstars against the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, some of those games we win, some of them we lose, a la Josh Dobbs, right? I like the Dobbs coming out of college. I knew he was a passer and a running quarterback from the University of Tennessee. He did both. He was a dual threat. So those are kind of players that if you let these NFL scouting guys tell you he's not the number one guy, and they'll have this guy going from team to team, and they'll make you think he's just not not an NFL quarterback. But they'll give you a narrative that a Justin Herbert and a Josh Allen and all these other guys are NFL quarterbacks. For some reason, I don't understand their scouting reports. All I've seen these guys do is lose ball games and turn the ball over. They love those kind of quarterbacks. But that's either here or there. I just wanted to throw that out there because it's because of the scrutiny that they give to Dak Prescott. I mean, you're looking at a 7-8 year veteran, which I'm saying 7 because he didn't play 1 year, but he's an 8-year veteran, and he has done well. Last year was out of character year for Dak Prescott because of the injury that he suffered. The first 5 games he missed. He missed 5 games early, and he tried to come back and prove his worth. And I wish we would have toned him down then. Now he's playing more freely. He's playing more comfortable. The Mike McCarthy has came to 2023. He have left the 90s, and he have let Dak Prescott come into this day and age. And that was the best thing could have happened when the Cowboys lost. I'm not say lost. Got the A kicked against the San Francisco 49ers, because then those little 2 and 3 yard routes we were running and all that quick 1, 2, 3 get it out, or 1, 2 get it out, whatever the situation was or play calling was, they figured out it was not going to work. We have to open up this offense. We have to let Dak Prescott be Dak Prescott. We have to let him play backyard football. And I've been preaching this for 8 years with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott saw him in high school, saw him in college, and everybody forget that he had his team as the number 1 team in the nation at Mississippi State. He was a dual threat quarterback. But gets in the NFL with their scouting and coaching, and you can't do this, you can't do that. Everybody follows that old stereotype, and you get caught up into those narratives by not letting this guy be a quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, the perfect example. Patrick Mahomes goes out and play backyard football, scrambles around, throws the ball underhand, throws the ball sideways by any means necessary. He gets the ball to his receivers. And it's the same thing that all quarterbacks should do. We are so stuck into the Tom Brady-ness, right? But Brady just a stature, and all the rules in the world are set for him just to be a stature. And he was just throwing and eating you up. And Brady wasn't throwing no 30 and 40 yard passes. Brady was nickel and diming you to death. But I just don't understand, out of 20 years, nobody figured out that's what he was doing. Just nickel and diming you to death. Never threw the ball downfield. But that's either here or there. I want to get back to my surging Dallas Cowboys against the Carolina Panthers Sunday. We need to be more prepared, more focused, because we are playing on the road, which we are not very good on the road. At least this year we have not been. I think we got one road victory this year. So we have to be prepared to play on the road. A noon game against a struggling team that we will be their Super Bowl. And there'll probably be more Cowboy fans in the stand than it would be Carolina Panthers in the fan. And that's because we travel well. Everyone loves the Dallas Cowboys. That's why we're so hated. There's only 2 things. Either you love them or you hate them. But I like the offensive concept that we're running. We're running trips. We're running shallow crossings. We're running a dig route, and we're running the 9 route. I think Cee Dee Lamb and Dak Prescott have got their differences settled. Cee Dee has been balling 4 straight games with 10 receptions and 150 yards. And I didn't know that was a record. I did not know that was a record. In fact, I thought A.J. Brown had the record, but solely was I mistaken. Maybe A.J. had 125, but Cee Dee's been going for 150, so that's a great thing. And also, we finally let Cooks. He actually got a chance to go out and got 10, 11 targets, and he showed his worth by 170-something yards. awesome day. It was an awesome day for Cooks. He got a chance to really display his talent. And although it was against the Giants, another struggling team, but that's what we have to do. We don't make the schedule. We have to play what's on that schedule. Now, if you are a team that's struggling and we go out and beat you 49-17, that's not the Dallas Cowboys' fault. You have to stop them. That's the whole deal. You're getting paid. You're a professional. You have to stop them from scoring whatever they are scoring. So I'm hoping the same outcome show up this Sunday in Carolina. My score prediction, I have the Dallas Cowboys 34, the Carolina Panthers 13 or less. That is my prediction. Hope the defense come to play. They've been doing real well. Our biggest Achilles was stopping the run. I think we have done an excellent job since the Arizona Cardinals game. We have stopped the run pretty well. There hasn't been no individual back against us that has went over 100 yards. Also, the same with receiving wise. There has not been an individual receiver that has went over 100 yards. Collectively, yes, maybe a team rushing attempts or yards rather was over 100, and team completion, right, yardage was over 100. But individually, no. There has not been a receiver or a running back that has went over the 100-yard mark on us. And that is a big accomplishment. Shout out to Jonathan Hankins and Osa, Mozzie. Shout out to those guys, man, and Gallimore, man, and shout out to D.A. Fowler and D-Law. And shout out to those guys, man, from doing their job up front. And shout out to those young linebackers, man, Clark and Bale, that's been doing their thing. And especially Gilly and Bland on the other side. So, Curse and Dino, man, you guys are doing an excellent job. Jordan Lewis, keep up the good work. I think now they're trying to sing out Jordan because they'll see a couple of plays or replays or whatever showing that, he got beat between y'all. But that guy's playing a great job. He's doing good. I think the defense as a whole is really doing well. I think if we keep teams under 20 points, I think we are to win these ball games. And not only that, I think the offense is at a level now that we are averaging 29 to 30 points a game. So to me, that's a winning formula. We keep a team at 20 and we score 29 to 30. That's a winning formula. We should be able to go up and down the field on this team. The game before when we played the Eagles, I mean, it was a little sample size of what we were really capable of doing. But the Cowboys have to put it into their mindset that we are not going to lose these games. We're going to finish them. That's where the running comes in at. That's where we have to be able to run that football in the end zone. We get down to a 6-yard line. Of course, time played a factor with that, which is understandable. But all in all, I think Rico and TP as a tandem, I think we can go a long way with them running the ball as a tandem. But we have to do it. We can't give Pollard 10 carries and give Rico 2 carries. If we give both of those guys 12 carries apiece, which would be 24, and let the chips fall where they may, if they both come out with 50 yards, that's 100 yards for us. And that's what we asked for, right? For a running back, 100 yards. So why can't we make 2 out of 1? That shouldn't be a hard fix. Rico runs hard. TP can get on the outside and get away. And that's what we need to be using. It's the same crowd we had for Ezekiel Elliott. And I even hate to keep bringing up his name. Zeke can't run. Zeke only got 3 yards. Well, we have to block for him, guys. We have to block for him. It's not all running backs. When you guys see that, you guys think it's just running backs. You have to actually put your body on another guy on the defensive side to make room for this guy to run behind you. We have to be have to be thoughtful, folks. We have to think about what we are talking about and what we are doing. See, fans are getting so spoiled, and the Cowboy fans are the worst of the worst. We'll throw that narrative out there about Dak Prescott. Dak isn't this, Dak isn't that. Well, who are you going to get? Last I checked, is only one quarterback that's won a Super Bowl that's playing now. So, who are you going to get? I think it's two. Let me take that back. Stafford. I forgot about Stafford. But we all know what Stafford was, or what he is. We all know what he is. He's a turnover waiting to happen. He was blessed with a team that a coach built, but he figured we probably can get that extra pass or extra touchdown if we bring in this 12-year veteran. But we all know what he was. But who are we going to get? You get rid of Dak Prescott, who will we get? You want to start over? How do you want to start over? We've been suffering already for 25, 26, 27, 28 years. How many years have it been? You want to start all over? No. I got my quarterback back. He frustrates me just as well as he does other fans. Oh, Dak, you should have ran. Oh, Dak, you can't throw that. But you have to live with that. And you have to move on. I really, really have a gut feeling that this probably is going to be the year that we can make a deeper run. I think we have proven that. I think we have proven that we can put up points. We can play with the big dog, which is the Eagles. As a 9 kudos and shout out to the Eagles for doing what they're doing. You just have to give these teams their props. Even with the struggling of the Kansas City Chiefs that everybody's saying, well, they don't have any receivers. Well, it got to be an outright lie. They're the top team in the AFC. Something's going on, right? Maybe it is Mahomes. But you got to look at the whole aspect of what they're doing. Their defense is much better. It's just not Mahomes. Their defense is much, much better. But this year in the NFL, it is so comparable, right? Everybody's on an even still. Look at all your top teams. All of them are about the same record, right? The outcry with the Eagles would only do one loss. But everybody has 2 or 3 losses. It's a log jam there. Even Detroit, right? Detroit is 7-2. A team that nobody's talking about that you have to look out for. But either here or there, I'm predicting now, like I said earlier, Dallas Cowboys 34-13 or Carolina less than 13. We should win this game going away. We should have a full quarter hat sighting by QB4. We should have a hat sighting or a sideline conversation with Dak, Cee Dee, Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Tony Pollard, Rico Dowd, and Jake Ferguson on the sideline. We should be seeing Cooper Rush. I would love to see a Trey Lance sighting, right? But I guess that's not going to happen. But I'm hoping by the fourth quarter, 10 minutes left to go, there's a Cooper Rush sighting. That tells me we are doing well and we are winning this ball game fairly easy. And we feel comfortable enough that we can set QB1. That's on a horrendous pace right now. He is balling lights out. The Dallas Cowboys, folks, are on a tear. Don't give up on them. I think they're still where they need to be. We are right there we are peaking right now at the right time. I know people say you want to be peaking in December, right? But I'm looking at a Carolina team that we should be. We play a good Commanders team, right? They not great, but they're a good team. They decent. They battle. I think we should still win that game. Seattle comes to us. I think we should beat Seattle. They are a good team also, and they are wishy-washy. You never know with a Seattle team. So you have to play our best game against those guys. Also, then we have the Eagles coming up after Seattle, which is going to be another battle and what they call it, the Ice Bowl game, because after we play the Eagles, everybody's got to go get some ice on them, right? You got to go soak it down. And I think we get that break. Then we play. No, we don't get a break. We play the Buffalo. We get the break between the Seattle and Eagles game. We get the 10-day break there. Yeah, because we play Seattle actually on Thursday night. So we'll get the 10-day rest then to play the Eagles. Then we have Buffalo after that. Who knows what's going to be going on with Buffalo? Right now they are in a race to even make the playoff. That team that's supposed to be so loaded with talent and they're not performing up to it, I guess, so to speak. Then we play a Miami team, a good Miami team that everyone know what Miami brings to the table. I mean, you call them the next, what is it? The greatest show on grass because they play on grass. And we all know how the Dallas Cowboys play on grass, right? Seems like we always a step slow when we play on grass. So we have to be ready for that team. Then we have a good Detroit team coming in, because Detroit, usually in years past, people would have been saying, "Oh, that's just Detroit. Detroit done started off 3-1 or 5-1, then they'll lose 5 in a row." That hasn't happened, folks. So we have to be vigilant of that game. Who knows? That game's next to the last game of the season. Could be for a number 1 seed. Could be for a number 2 seed. Who knows? And that will play a big part, because if we can play our playoff games in Dallas, where right now we are 12-0 with an average winning by an average of 20 points at home, we will go. We'll go further, folks. We will get past that division round and make it to a NFC Championship game. We can get these games in Dallas. So that's why we need to stay focused. We need to keep rooting our team on. We need to quit with the Dak bashing and all the other bashing that goes on with this team. Pointing out, trying to find a scapegoat when the defense doesn't play well, the offense doesn't play well. We need to encourage each and every one of these individual kids that's out there playing and make sure they stay healthy. But we have to quit criticizing. We have to make these guys better than what they are. And they continue to say that. We have to get better. We have to get better. So we have to think that they're getting better. We have to encourage them to get better. We have to keep saying get better. And that's what we need to do to keep this team rolling. Keep this fan base going. Because without you guys, the Cowboys wouldn't feel that they are loved. They already get the hatred from all the other networks, right? And other fans. They got more fans from other teams that keep up with the Cowboys than they do their own team. They probably couldn't tell you who they starting middle linebacker is, but they can tell you who the Cowboys middle linebacker is. They can tell you who the Cowboys right tackle is. They can tell you who the cornerbacks for the Dallas Cowboys. They can tell you who the center is for the Dallas Cowboys. They know the running backs for the Cowboys, but they don't know their own teams. That's the sad part about it. That they don't know their own teams' players, but they keep up with the Dallas Cowboys. Folks, that's been my time. I appreciate yours. Remember, this is Jackgil Podcast Show. And remember, folks, don't let anyone tell you that you cannot succeed, because you first have to love yourself before anyone else loves you. Peace. This is your man, Jackgil.